Hi there, Wally here. In this video, I'm gonna show you a very interesting thing. If you install any package in your Mac that is not coming from Apple Store, what will happen in general is that application will not be available in your Launchpad. So I did some research, I saw different behaviors, different ways to fix this, but I didn't find anything very fancy. So after that, I created some small script that will help us to do this. In this video, I'm gonna show you how to use this script, how to create this launch entry, and yeah, I hope you enjoy it. So let's go to the video. Let me show you Terminator. In my Mac, I installed Terminator. This is a GNOME terminal, very powerful, very useful, with a lot of tricks, a lot of shortcuts, very powerful. This is a very productive tool. And I would like to bring this to Mac. So this is not available on Apple Store. This is available via Brew. So I install it via Brew, but I wasn't aware when you install any package that are not coming from Apple Store, the entry will not be created in your Launchpad. So what I mean is, once I click on Launchpad and I was looking for Terminator, there is no Terminator. So what I have to do is basically open a terminal. In this terminal here we can take a look and see the path of the Terminator. And if I execute Terminator, I can see the terminal over here. This is the Terminator, and here we can do a lot of stuff. For instance, create some different screens, share the screen, split and move it on. So this is pretty useful. But the main point here is all the time I have to do this. I have to open a terminal and then I have to call the Terminator. I don't want to do this. So how can I fix this in a way that this Terminator should be visible in my Launchpad? I would like just to open here and the Terminator appear in this menu. So I created this application or this script. This is a very simple script. So let me change my screen real quick. This is the application. So basically what this guy is presenting to us, you need to download the script to your machine. After that, you can execute it. By default, what will happen is this will ask you the name of the application. The name is the name that will appear in this menu, in this Launchpad. After that, this is gonna ask you the path of the binary. Well, Daryl, how can I get the path of the binary? You can use which Terminator or which the application that you like to invoke, and then now we have the path of the binary. And finally, where we would like to create this application. So by default, this will be in my home directory or in your home directory if you press enter. But let's do something different here. Okay, in the terminal, we are going to create one specific directory. I have my home directory. Let's create application. And our application is gonna be created under this folder. Let me return to the full screen, then you can see the back and forth. In this page you can see we can copy the script using the wget. However, if you do not have wget in your Mac, you can use cur. So in my machine I don't have wget yet, so by default probably you don't have also. One thing that you can do is this one. You can use cur. You can copy the full path to this file. So basically this is gonna open the script in a plain text. And then we are going to save this as launchpad-app.sh. Okay, we saved the file. Let's change the permission. And now we are good to go and execute it as we saw before. So type the name of the application. In our case, we like to set Terminator because this is the name of the application that I like to launch when clicking on the Launchpad, like Terminator. So Terminator. The path to the binary. Let me open a new tab then we can get the path to the binary. This is the path. You can copy and paste. This is the path to your binary. And the directory that you like to create this application. By default, as I mentioned before, this will be in your home directory. But if you like to create your application a different folder, definitely you can. So we created one folder, application. So this is the path. Before we move it on, there is nothing in this folder. We can just press enter now. And that's it. Now we have this one, using the directory, users, my username and application. And here, for the verbosity purpose, I just kept the information visible. So you can see that we have the folder application terminator.app. Then we have another folder called contents, and then another one inside called Mac OS. If we take a look again, now we have that folder. And let me show you this one. So basically we have that folder. Inside the terminator.app we have the contents. There is one file over here, info.plist, another folder macOS, and this one is the terminator. So there, what is the content of each of them? So let's take a look. Contents, macOS, terminator. Basically, this is a shell script. Here you can see the shebang, and here you can see the path to the bash, bin bash, and this is the path to the terminator or the application that you like to invoke. I'm running this in the background, and then that's it. Because of this, the ampersand. Another file is the info.plist. Okay, if you take a look, this is a XML file. And the main point of this file is, this is the file that will allow your macOS to turn available the terminator in your Launchpad. If you create the application, if you create the structure and you skip this file, then your application will not be visible in your Launchpad. So the main point, the main secret is this guy. Okay, let's take a look now using our Finder. Okay, let's take a look on this one. This is the folder application. This is our application. If we do a double click, what will happen is the application will be launched as expected. And once I close this one, there you go. So if we take a look again, we can see here at the bottom Python. In my case, this open in a second monitor. This is over here. This is working as expected. And then exit. Well, there, how to install this? First point is you can just drag and drop to your application and you can release. And now your application is installed. Which means if we click on Launchpad and check over here, there is Terminator. If I type Terminator, I can see the Terminator. If I click, now I have my application up and running. And if I get out, that's it. This is cool. This is amazing. But now I like to change this icon. Like this one is cute, this one is cute, this one is cute, but this one is weird. I like to change this one. One thing that you can do is go to your Google, Terminator, terminal logo. This is the logo of the Terminator. I can just copy this one, copy image. I can return to the Finder, right click on the application, get info, and then just do a left click on this one. Now you should be able to change the icon of this application. And how is that? You can do a combination of Command V to paste the content, and there you go. Now you have that icon. And that's it. Simple. Like that. If we came back to the Launchpad one more time, now we can see the Terminator over here. If we click, the Terminator will be available. Also, if we type Terminator, I can select, just click, and the Terminator will be launched as well. So that's it. This video was pretty quick, fast. This is my first video about macOS. I'm pretty new on Mac and I'm still learning a lot, and this is good. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe. If you enjoyed this content, feel free to let me know in the comments. Also, if you know some different way to implement this kind of automation or creation of entry in your Launchpad, feel free to let me know. I will be glad. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.